Hello, Christian Life. Just wanted to come to you today and just encourage you with something the Lord's laid on my heart. I think during this time it's really easy to fall into a pattern of really just doing nothing. We sit around the house, we watch TV, we look for new shows on Netflix to watch. We kind of get lazy. And I think what really has challenged me is when we look at what this week is, when we're talking about Easter. This week would have been what we call Passion Week or Holy Week. And I would challenge all of us to get into the Word and look what Jesus did during that last week of his life leading up to the crucifixion. Here's the Son of God knowing full well what was about to happen. He knew that he was coming to an end. He knew that he was going to be crucified by the people he loved, by the people he served. But during that last week, when a lot of us would naturally want to relax, sit back with friends and family, take it easy, maybe get away from things knowing it's our last days, Jesus kicked it into high gear. He taught, he discipled, he loved, he served. And that never changed. It didn't matter that in a few days he was going to be crucified. He was continuing to love and serve the people. He was continuing to live in relationship. So I just want to encourage you, get into the Word. Dive in and ask God, Lord, what am I supposed to be doing during this time? Yes, it's okay to once in a while sit down and watch a show with the family or work on another hobby or play with another hobby that we have. I challenge us to get outside. All those things are good. But sit down, spend some time with God and ask Him, Lord, what do you have for me during this time when I have time, a lot more time than normal, where we've almost been set aside for a time as this? Lord, what do you have for me? What do you want me to grow in? What do you want me to study? What are new words you want me to hear that I can pour into others' lives? Lord, how do I serve? How do I love during this time? I don't want to become lazy in my relationship with Jesus. I don't want to become lazy and be able to turn a switch where my love is turned off or my serving is turned off. I want to be like Jesus, not knowing what the time is for me because I don't know when my end is. That's the same with this virus. We don't know when the end is. We don't know when the economy will be opened back up, when we'll be able to go back into our jobs. But what I hope doesn't change is that we don't ever put it into neutral, that we don't ever stop loving, that we don't ever stop serving, that we let this be a time where our love for Him is ignited to new places, where we are challenged to grow and to be strengthened and to go after more of Him. And so let's, during this week of Holy Week, get into the Word. Look what Jesus did, whether it's teaching about the fig tree or challenging the Pharisees or all these different things we see, or the Last Supper. Get into the Word, study that last week of His life and say, Lord, how do I apply this to my life? What do you have for me? It's okay to have fun. It's okay to spend time with family. I want you to do that. But what's the most important for you and I is that we do not lose out on this special time that has been set aside where all of our other priorities that we normally have, our calendars have been cleared. It's a beautiful time to say, God, you know what? Maybe during that time before the virus, I had let my calendar get too filled. I had let too many things become priority over my time with you, Lord. And God, that's not okay. And so, Father, forgive me for that. I don't want to live that way where it's nonstop after all these other things. Lord, I want this to be a time of renewal and rejuvenation in my relationship with you, Father. And so I'm going to spend it with you. And then when you go to spend time with family and you go to just have fun and enjoy different things around you, those are blessed times. That's that life abundantly that He's promised us. So we love you, Christian Life, or wherever you're watching. Continue to check back with us for updates throughout this week on all of our platforms. We're going to be taking communion together again on Maundy Thursday, and so I encourage you to come back for that. We're going to be posting a service tomorrow night that will be up for you. We'll have some worship and prayer like normal, and we're going to come back on Easter Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, and we're going to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So I hope you get outside today. I hope you're blessed. I just pray peace over your home, a rejuvenation during this time. Megan and I love you. We miss you guys, and we hope to see you soon.